Are you tired of being taken advantage of and feeling like your kindness is holding you back? Well, today we are here to show you how embracing Stoicism can transform your life and protect your well-being. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of Stoicism and exploring how it can help you navigate the pitfalls of kindness. Lesson 1. Exploitation. In the realm of kindness, exploitation is a shadow that often lurks unnoticed. It's when your good intentions and actions are used for the benefit of others without regard for your well-being. This can manifest in various ways, from friends who only reach out when they need something, to colleagues who offload their responsibilities onto you, knowing you're too kind to refuse. Offers a powerful antidote to exploitation. It teaches us the importance of wisdom and discernment in our interactions with others. Stoics like Epictetus emphasize that we should strive to be kind, but not at the expense of our own well-being. He said, "It is more necessary for the soul to be cured than the body, for it is better to die than to live badly." The first step is to recognize when you're being exploited. Are you often left feeling drained after helping someone? Do you find that some people only contact you when they need something? These could be signs that your kindness is being taken advantage of. Saying no can be difficult, especially when you're a naturally kind person. However, it's essential to remember that saying no to something means saying yes to something else, perhaps your own self-care, personal growth, or other commitments. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "We should love all our dear ones, but always with the thought that we have no promise that we may keep them forever. Nay, no promise even that we may keep them for long." Cultivate wisdom. Wisdom, according to Stoicism, is one of the cardinal virtues. It involves understanding the nature of things, including the nature of people and relationships, and acting accordingly. With wisdom, you can navigate your relationships in a way that balances kindness with self-respect, preventing exploitation. Stoicism doesn't teach us to stop being kind. It guides us to practice kindness wisely, ensuring that our generosity enriches our lives and the lives of others, rather than leading to exploitation. As Marcus Aurelius, another renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "What isn't good for the hive isn't good for the bee." So, let your kindness be good for both you and your hive. Lesson 2. Lack of boundaries. Kindness, when unchecked, can often blur the lines between helping others and neglecting oneself. This lack of boundaries can lead to a multitude of problems, including burnout, resentment, and loss of self-identity. Stoicism, with its emphasis on self-control and virtue, provides valuable insights on how to establish and maintain healthy boundaries. Boundaries are the mental, emotional, and physical limits we set with others to protect our well-being and maintain our integrity. They are essential for healthy relationships and a balanced life. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "We are responsible for some things, while there are others for which we cannot be held responsible." One of the most effective ways to establish boundaries is by learning to say no. It's important to understand that saying no doesn't make you a bad person. It simply means you're taking care of your own needs and respecting your limits. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Stoicism teaches us the importance of self-respect and self-care. By setting boundaries, you show respect for yourself and your time. You also ensure that you have the energy and resources to take care of yourself, which in turn enables you to help others more effectively. While it's important to be kind, it's equally important to have boundaries. Being kind doesn't mean you have to be available for others at the expense of your own well-being. As Seneca said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." So be courageous, set boundaries, and remember, your kindness should not come at the cost of your self-care. Stoicism doesn't discourage kindness, but it does advocate for a balanced approach. It reminds us that while it's noble to help others, we should not neglect our own needs in the process. So, be kind, but also be mindful of your boundaries, After all, a well-nourished tree is much better at providing shade than a withered one. Lesson 3. Emotional drain. Kindness can sometimes lead to emotional drain. This happens when we give too much of our emotional energy to others, leaving little for ourselves. Stoicism, with its emphasis on emotional resilience and inner tranquility, provides us with valuable insights on how to manage this. Emotional drain, or compassion fatigue, is a state of emotional exhaustion caused by the demands of helping or caring for others. It can lead to feelings of sadness, anxiety, and a decrease in empathy over time. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Stoicism teaches us the importance of emotional resilience. It encourages us to understand and accept our emotions without being overwhelmed by them. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, wrote in his Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." One of the key teachings of Stoicism is the practice of detachment. This doesn't mean we should stop caring for others, but rather we should maintain a certain level of emotional distance to protect our own mental health. Epictetus advised, "Attach yourself to what is spiritually superior, regardless of what other people think or do. Hold to your true aspirations no matter what is going on around you." Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of self-care and maintaining our emotional well-being. It reminds us that we cannot pour from an empty cup. We need to take care of our own emotional health in order to effectively care for others. While kindness can sometimes lead to emotional drain, Stoicism provides us with the tools to manage this. By practicing emotional resilience, detachment, and self-care, we can continue to be kind to others without sacrificing our own emotional health. Remember, as Seneca said, "As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters." So let's strive to make our lives and the lives of those around us as good as they can be. Lesson 4. Toxic relationships. Toxic relationships can be a significant source of stress and unhappiness. They are characterized by a pattern of abusive or harmful behaviors perpetrated by one or both individuals involved. Toxic relationships often involve consistent negativity, lack of respect, and a harmful power dynamic. It's important to recognize these signs early to protect your mental and emotional health. Establishing clear boundaries is crucial in any relationship, but especially so in a toxic one. This can involve defining what behaviors you will not tolerate and communicating these boundaries effectively. If you find yourself in a toxic relationship, don't hesitate to seek help. This could be from trusted friends, family members, or professional counselors. In toxic relationships, self-care often takes a back seat. Prioritize your well-being and remember it's okay to put your needs first. The best course of action might be to distance yourself from the relationship. While this can be a difficult decision, it's important to prioritize your mental and emotional health. Everyone deserves to be in a relationship where they feel valued, respected, and safe. If a relationship consistently makes you feel otherwise, it may be time to reevaluate and take necessary actions. Lesson 5. Being taken for granted. Being taken for granted can be a disheartening experience. It involves feeling unappreciated or overlooked, often by those closest to you. The first step is to recognize when you're being taken for granted. This could manifest as others consistently expecting more from you without acknowledging your efforts. Open and honest communication is key. Express your feelings to the person involved, making sure to use I statements to avoid sounding accusatory. Remember your value and don't be afraid to assert it. You deserve to be treated with respect and appreciation. Just as in toxic relationships, setting boundaries is crucial. Make it clear what you are and are not willing to do. If you're struggling with being taken for granted, seek support from trusted individuals or professionals. They can provide advice, comfort, and potential solutions. If your feelings of being taken for granted persist despite your efforts, it may be necessary to reevaluate your relationship with the person or people involved. Everyone deserves to be appreciated and acknowledged for their contributions. Don't let being taken for granted diminish your self-worth or happiness. Lesson 6. Delayed personal growth. Delayed personal growth refers to the stagnation or slow progress in one's personal development or self-improvement. Delayed personal growth can be due to a variety of factors, such as fear of failure, lack of motivation, or being in a comfort zone. Identifying the cause can help address the issue effectively. Having clear and achievable goals can motivate you to grow. Make sure your goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Personal growth often involves stepping out of your comfort zone and embracing change. This can be challenging but is necessary for growth. If you're struggling with personal growth, consider seeking help from mentors, coaches, or therapists. They can provide guidance and support. Adopt a lifelong learning mindset. This can involve reading books, taking courses, or learning from experiences. Regular self-reflection can help you understand your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. This can guide your personal growth journey. Personal growth is a lifelong journey, not a destination. It's okay to progress at your own pace. The important thing is to keep moving forward. Lesson 7. Vulnerability to abuse. Vulnerability to abuse refers to the susceptibility of an individual to become a victim of abusive behavior, which can be physical, emotional, or psychological. Abuse can take many forms, not all of which are physical. It's important to recognize the signs of abuse, which can include controlling behavior, threats, intimidation, or isolation. Abuse often follows a cycle: tension building, incident, reconciliation, and calm. Understanding this can help identify if you or someone else is in an abusive situation. Having a strong support network is crucial for those vulnerable to abuse. This can include friends, family, or professional organizations. If you or someone else is in an abusive situation, it's important to seek professional help. This can include therapists, social workers, or law enforcement. Recovering from abuse is a process that involves self-care and healing. This can include therapy, self-reflection, and building healthy relationships. Everyone has the right to live free from fear and harm. If you or someone you know is vulnerable to abuse, it's important to seek help and take steps to ensure safety. Lesson 8. Neglecting self-care. It's easy to overlook the importance of self-care in our busy lives. However, neglecting self-care can lead to a variety of problems, including increased stress, burnout, and decreased physical health. This can include not getting enough sleep, eating poorly, not exercising, or ignoring medical issues. These behaviors can lead to long-term health problems and decreased energy levels. This involves not taking time to process emotions or seek help when needed. It can lead to feelings of overwhelm, anxiety, and depression. Humans are social creatures, and neglecting to spend time with others or maintain relationships can lead to feelings of loneliness and isolation. To avoid these issues, it's important to make self-care a priority. This can include setting aside time each day for relaxation and activities you enjoy, maintaining a healthy diet and exercise routine, seeking help when you're feeling overwhelmed, and making time for social interactions. Remember, taking care of yourself isn't a luxury, it's a necessity.